Hi, my name's Dr. Jamie Harris, and recently I was asked by my fund to contact you to see if you'd like to dramatically increase your bottom line. What my fund do is they're a patient payment plan company, and one of the things, because they constantly go around to different practices, they notice that a lot of dentists want to grow their businesses but don't have the time or the know-how on how to do this. A lot of dentists were not busy, and a lot of dentists also had spare chair capacity. So they approached me to ask if I could help. Why would they ask me? Well, firstly, I've just moved up from Adelaide about 6 months ago into the Sunshine Coast and absolutely love it. I'm a dentist of 35 years of general dentistry, doing high quality marketing experience and helping other practices grow. I was the first practice in the history of Australia to win the Telstra Government Small Business Awards. And my last practice in Adelaide was the fastest growing practice in the world in 2013. And in fact, it grew 600% in 6 months and had over 18,000 likes on Facebook. I do have a few clues on how to market and grow practices. The thing I learned about marketing is twofold. One is you want to be a multi-pronged trawler, which means you want to have lots of lines in the water, because if one's not working all that well, you might have 2 or 3 that are going really well. It unfortunately does take time and effort to set all these up and to have them monitored and ongoing, catching and bringing in fish. And the other thing that is really important is that you want to be the 800-pound gorilla in the room, because with this you get better marketing power, more clout, discounts, etc., etc. So size does matter when it comes to marketing. So they're the 2 things that we want to really try and create. Now, why do we want to do this in the first place? Well, so first of all, we're going to make the assumption that all practices have the overheads covered already. So if you want to grow your practice from here, there's only about 4 or 5 things that are variables. Your materials, nurses' wages, dentist wages, your lab fees, and costs for marketing. But you can see your profit is very exponential when you start to do this, so it's really worthwhile investing that extra money. If you're doing this for a year, you can suddenly see you're earning an extra couple of $100,000 in profit for the practice. It's something that you need to seriously consider. So here's the plan. What we're going to do is, if we all chip in $2,000, we get 10, 12 practices together, and we market under the one banner. You still keep all your own websites and any other marketing that you're doing, but by coming under the one banner and website, we keep on driving all traffic to the website. That website then will allocate patients as they look up and say, oh yes, I'm in Caloundra, I'm looking for the dentist there, because each dentist will have an exclusive area as far as, one dentist for Caloundra, one for Maroochy, one for Buderim, one for Nambour, etc., etc. But this amount of money will give us plenty of clout in the marketplace with $26,000 per month to spend on marketing. We're going to be known fairly quickly. These spots are going to be limited, and there'll be one, as I mentioned, for each area. So 5 of them have gone already, so please don't hesitate if you think about you want to join in on this. What are we going to be pushing and how are we going to get the traction in the marketplace? Well, we do need to offer something which is of interest to the public. So I'm going to suggest that the initial exam and Bite Wings is complimentary, and if they're in a fund, it's rebate only. The other thing is to change the perception that dentistry is expensive. If you use payment plans and you put it to someone, for instance, let's say Mary needs $2,000 worth of dentistry done. Now, a lot of people are going to balk at this and put off treatment, not do it, and hence the reason why you've got hundreds of thousands of unfinished treatment plans sitting in your computers and cabinets at work. But if you come and say, Mary, would $20 a week fit into your budget? She's more than likely going to jump at that very quickly. So at myfundloans.com.au, you'll see how quickly you can ascertain and present that to patients coming with that from that angle. Also, we'll be pushing seminars and various other methods like that to drive traffic to the centralised website. How will we market? Well, there's many different ways we can market. With television, for instance, we can have a substantial budget there. When I used to do TV marketing in my other practices, we used to end up with a 25 to 30 to 1 return on investment. Even if you don't get that and got 15 to 1, it's still good value. Payment plans are essential, as I mentioned before. The next two is organic SEO and LinkedIn. Two of my friends are the #1 people in the world. Paul was voted #1 in Las Vegas in front of all his peers of 4,500, and it was my secret weapon when I was in Adelaide. We generated a lot of work out of this, and LinkedIn friend has 85,000 followers in his LinkedIn and has been working in this area for many years. Very experienced chap. I've also been trialling over the last 3 months a dental marketing company who has been producing extraordinary results for three grand per month. We end up with about 50 grand worth of work. Naturally, we'll integrate things in like social media, Google AdWords, seminars, Lakanto, Gumtree, radio, etc. This will all vary obviously on the amount of participants and number of people who join us. So what are the rules of the group? All marketing would be organised, and I'll do that on behalf of the group. The leads to come through the one central website, hotsmiles.com.au. There will be area exclusivity, so there'll be only one practice in that area. The cost of doing it each month is $2,200 to be paid monthly and upfront. If you wish to withdraw, we do need 2 months' notice because some of these things we just can't turn on and off like taps, for instance, like television. There'll be a cost of $50 per lead charged to the practice, and that's to cover the costs over and above this and running seminars, etc., etc. But you only need 2 patients for the entire month, and you've got all your overheads covered. Everything on, over and beyond that is a total bonus for you. So for more information, if you'd like to contact myself, Dr. Jamie Harris, on 0412 677 007.